What's going on, everybody? Alright, I'm headed over to a thrift store. We're gonna do the eBay way. So I figured this video, I'll change it up a little and get some traveling moments, huh? So let's get some traveling moments, yeah. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Hitting up some thrift stores that I've never ever been. I just can't wait to get on the road again. So in this video, I'm gonna act like there are no eBay issues right now. So if I can get through this whole video acting that awesome, make sure you nominate me for like an Academy Award or something. And so hope I'm putting this down. There's a cop. Whoop. Don't want to get a random pullover because of a pow-pow. Thinking I'm not paying attention to the road. So doing the eBay way, gonna go to this thrift store, spend $50, see if I can find anything good. I know I've made that money back, and so we'll check that out in a few minutes here. But one thing that I've heard, I've been doing this, like I've said, 18 years. One thing I've heard over and over is you can't make a living on eBay. And you see so many people out there, and I kind of see in the videos, I don't watch too many of them, but I kind of see them when they just pop up on my page, is a lot of people make videos about, can you make 100,000, or, people making big money. And it's easy to make money. The thing I always say, it's easy to it takes no talent to make $1 million if you spend $1 million. So that's kind of like the easy way. Anybody can make any amount of money. What matters is how much money you spend to get there. And that's the hard part. That's why not everybody can do it. And then that's where knowledge comes into factor. You have to know what you're looking for. And you just got to do your research, because sometimes there are some places you get into where you can't use your phone. Whether it's there's several thrift stores around here where there's just something that interferes with the connection. And so you got to know knowledge of what you can pick and what you can buy, and create it like a game plan. Like, I don't just go for all high dollar items. I have a whole lot of bread and butter to keep my sales consistent. So you got to have a kind of a game plan and just build your strategy and stick to it. And what's another thing I was going to say? Another thing I finally thought about it. Not just knowledge, but a lot of people don't like telling people what they do. They don't like even mentioning that they're buying to resell. And at least here in St. Louis, in my experience, that's not the way to go. The way to go is to let people know what you're doing, because in the end of the day, in any retail, their job is to sell and move product to stay in business, to keep employees employed. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to get support from those people. It's just because they know that, like with me, they know if I come in, I've got unlimited funds. I can buy whatever I want. I'm not going to sit here and nitpick and cherry pick necessarily, and just walk out with, spend 3 hours and walk out with $5 worth of merchandise. There's been some months where, at a certain store, I dropped $28,000 in 1 month. So when you let people know you resell, you'll get more people on your side. Also, too, when you do that, if you... What's the correct way of putting this? Show your appreciation. You buy them food, or, there's this one place where I would buy the employees' items that I was buying at the store, because they were just so helpful for me. They would hold items back for me. I'd sit there while they go through, you know, a shipment they just got in, and I got first picks of it. And to show my appreciation, I would buy everybody in the store an item that they sell. So that's another big thing, is you got to network, and not just, you know, on social media, but in real life, and let people know, you know, what you do and things like that, because it will help you out in the end. You may get one or two that's a negative, but overall, the majority is going to be more helpful than not. So that's another tip. Maybe I'll get some cool shots while I'm in the store. I just don't like giving away all my locations. So I am out, and we'll see what's sold today too. All right, sorry I did not get no in-store shots. When I get to thrifting, I'm just like in a zone, so I don't even pay attention and think twice. So to reiterate, actually, since I'm leaving the store now, to reiterate on my last statement about how you should tell people, you know, let people talk to people, and don't be afraid to let them know that you buy to resell. Well, in this particular thrift store, they all know now, and because I come once to twice a week, and they all know me by name now. And the one worker had me look up a name. She's like, "Can you look up this name for me?" I go, "All right." So I look it up on eBay, and it was Charles Schwartz, and she said, "Put in Eagle." So I put in Eagle, and they had a painting or a picture up there for $179, and you should have seen her face light up, and she took off running. I go, "You got one, don't you?" And I yelled out, "You're welcome." And so she picked it up, and they had that picture in the store, and I go, "Thank you for teaching me something new today." So Charles Schwartz, it looks like a line drawing from the glance I got. There was a couple up on eBay, but there was an Eagle one that she got, and they had it up for $179. I didn't check sold, so I don't know what they're selling for, but I think it was like $5 on it. So learn something new. So there you go. There's a positive showing as to why you let people know, because not only now did I help her out find something, I learned something new to look for, and it's only a matter of time before, you know, things are, you know, you're always going to get something out of it, is the way I kind of look at it. So that time I got a valuable lesson out of it. I saw that picture, I walked right by it, I double glanced, and I didn't follow my instincts on it. So I always say follow your instincts, and it's sometimes hard to read your instincts. I looked at it, and I caught myself double glancing, but I didn't realize that until after she picked up the picture, that I actually double glanced at that picture. If you double glance at something, check it out. So that's what I did. So today starts my portion diet. I know I want to lose these 10, 15 pounds. I gotta get off me, since I can't run anymore, can't get out and exercise. I've been eating way too much. I'm eating like I did when I was running, and you can't do that when you're not running. So I gotta get this bloatedness off of me. So I might be crabby for a little bit. First 3 days are always toughest. So enough talking. Let me get home, and we'll get into items I have sold. So let's get it on. All right, on to what's sold. This since the last time, I don't even remember how many days it's been. All right, so we got Lincoln Park here. CD, sealed, picked up for 50 cents, sold for $5.69. If you remember the last video, I got all those cars. I told you this was going to be the stinker of the bunch, which it was. I paid $1 a piece for them all. This one, I took an offer for $3 just to get rid of it, because I knew it was going to be a stinker. All right, and we got the Ferrari. This one sold for, let me look at my notes here, $11. The Bugatti, I sold for $11.39. And my favorite, the Porsche, sold for $12. So, pretty cool. Good money, paid $1 a piece for them. This I think I paid $2 for, sold for $15. And if you remember me playing with the helicopter, I think I paid $2 for that. It sold for $17.99. This goes back a few videos, I believe, or a couple at least. The Dallas Stars brand new Adidas shirt I had found. That sold for $22. T-shirts were $1 at this place I got it from. And if you remember the CDs I told you about, the Real Men of Genius, took a little bit longer to sell than I thought it would. But I got $37.99 out of it, and it is not new. That is used. Used, you can get 50 to 60 out of them. It's the hookah. It's the hookah shoes. These ended up selling quick. As soon as, not too long after I put them up, they sold for $45. Paid $4 for them. This, I think, goes back to this goes back several videos. And the Polaroid system, what did I pay? I think I paid $4 or $5 for it, something around there. And I sold it for $47.49. Another stereo sold. That one I got $70 out of. And that is all. That's all that sold. So, let me flip back around. Shh. I'm making a thrifting video. Quiet. I'm interrupting my video because I forgot this. So I'm making it at the end, but I'm putting it in the middle. If that makes sense, I picked this up today. I paid $80. I mean, $8 for it. People have them listed for like 50 and 60 bucks, but they're only selling for about 30 bucks. So I'll probably put it up for like 50 and just see what happens. It's from IKEA and it's called Shh. All right, so that's what sold. That brought our total up to $1,166.33. So we started with $50 on September 11th, and here we are October 21st, and we made it over that $1,000 hump. So 4 more thousand to go, and we're there. So I went out today, and I just decided to grab whatever, not even care how much I spend, since I had such a good sales from this stuff. I guess it was what, I guess about $300 worth of merchandise sold. So I'm like, I'm just going to spend whatever. Ended up spending $96.50. So I went over my 50, but I'll show you reasons why. We'll get into that. So we'll get into what I bought. And I got a lot. I got a lot for my money this time around. So it's going to add a lot more pickings to the store, a lot more items. Let me even see where we're at. Listings. While we're doing that, I saw this there the last time I went, and I actually went in and actually walked out without buying anything, which was a shock. But I was carrying this around. It was $1. Since I didn't buy anything, I didn't want to check out just for $1, so I left it. And it was still there. So I grabbed it this time. And we're gonna go there. And I got a weakness for Curious George. I don't know if you see up there. Why this is because that's one of the things I was fascinated with as a kid, was Curious George. And let me show you this. This is my Curious George I got when I was 9 years old. So 40 years ago, I got this guy. And I used to sleep with him as a kid. And that was my binky. That was my binky. When I got him right before I went into the hospital. I went in the hospital and had my tonsils and that taken out. And he went with me. And he still got his wristband on from 40 years ago. James Helferstay's little friend. So I left that on him all those years. And he's acquired a little metalhead. I think that rubbed off on me over the years in the 80s. So that's why I got a weakness for anytime I see a Curious George at the outlet, I grab it. And I've got probably a box of them around here too. So that is why. He's been sewn a few times, but this is my original Curious George. I was also fascinated with the books and stuff. So, all the shoes are on the bottom of this bin. I picked up a bin there. So anytime I grab a bin for $1 or whatever, I can do that. These are brand spanking new Sauconys. $4 paid for them. Still tagged. I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. I take that. I didn't look up prices on any of this stuff because there's just so much, and I just knock this video out and then I'll get to listing. Those shoes usually anywhere from $20 to $30, women's running shoes. Those being new, I might be able to get a little bit more depending on the style and whatever, so I have not looked them up. One thing I want to teach about, one of my tips when I go picking is, I've always lived by it, and it's done me wrong maybe one time or so, maybe even two, but overall I've benefited from it, and that's when you see a collection, buy the collection. Especially if you're like at a yard sale and you're not going to sit there and look everything up on your phone. If you can get it for a great price, just say, how much for it all? That's been a statement of mine for the past 18 years. How much for it all? You can get it lower per item that way. And collections take a while to put together. First off, so it's going to be a time-consuming thing that this person did to get all this together. Another thing is, everybody has an addiction. A lot of people's addictions, beyond alcohol and all that crap that ruins your body, is collecting items. And people love building collections. So when I buy a collection, I usually break it down. I don't sell it as a collection because you're going to make more money off of it breaking it down, because you're going to have guy A, that's funny, guy A who only needs 2 pieces out of it, and guy B only needs 1 piece out of it. And when I used to try to sell collections of stuff, you get those emails. How much just for this piece? How much for that piece? So I break it all up and do it individually. You're going to make more money, and it's going to sell. Usually, you're going to make your money back quicker, I should say. So apparently somebody had a big collection of t-shirts that they dropped off at this store, and t-shirts were only $1, so I just grabbed them all. There was actually 2 collections, kind of. The third one I wouldn't call a collection because there was only like, I think 3 shirts. So I got 3 Harley shirts. I got a huge amount of Cardinal shirts, stuff from, giveaway older stuff to some new stadium stuff. And then also I got a collection of shirts of firehouses across the country. So I thought that was cool. So I grabbed all of them. So whenever there's a collection, I grab. So these are in no particular order because they're just shoved in the bin and the box. So it's going to be pretty simple, quick stuff probably. So Cardinal shirt. This is one of the Firehouse shirts. Brooklyn Heights. Bravest. So I love that stuff. And there's people out there obviously who collect that stuff. So this is a Cardinals giveaway. Usually the giveaway stuff I get about $20 a piece for. If there's nothing special about these shirts, they'll go in my store for $12.99 unless I find something special about them as I'm listing them. This is a St. Louis one in memory of our brother. So a Firehouse shirt. Not the band Firehouse. Finally found the love of a lifetime. Simple Cardinal shirts. So really nothing super spectacular that I can recall. It's another one of those promo giveaways at the game. Usually about $20, $25. Boston Fire Department. Boston Fire. San Francisco Fire. I love collections. I just love it. I love collecting collections. should check to see if these are all the same size as the firehouse, because they may have all came from the one person. That was my original thought. They're all extra, well, those two are extra large. My original thought was the same person had all three of these styles of clothing. The extra large, St. Louis Fire Department, that's an older 90s tag. St. Louis Fire again, yeah, there's two of those. XL. So if these Harleys are XL, chances are they were all the same person, extra large. That's a cool one. So chances are it was all one person. This was an older Lee Sports Rams one, extra large too. Does say St. Louis on it, but it is a vintage one with a cool picture, so it should sell. This is a Lee Sports Cardinal shirt. Nothing major there, just simple. This is that bread and butter stuff, I'm telling you. You know, when potatoes go bad, Born to Be Bad, Idaho. Had to grab that one. That was with the Harleys. You know, I was talking about, people say, can you make 100, you know, 6 figures on eBay? You can, and it doesn't take getting out and knowing all the high dollar stuff necessarily. Philadelphia, that's a cool one. But it's getting stuff like this that you can pick up any day of the week. You know, if this stuff was at the bins, people would pass right over it, you know? And it's a lot more, it's more labor intensive when it comes to listing, but you get that security of a constant flow of income all day long when eBay is correct, when eBay is working right. Don't do it, James. So this is a CSA, so the old Busch Stadium that got tore down. Randall Station, wherever that one is. Have to look that up. So having that, you know, it's a little extra work. It's stuff that people pass up, and it's just bread and butter all day long income. Lee Sports, that's an older one with the new stadium. Ain't really new anymore, I guess. Missouri City Fire and Rescue. And there was a couple of blues things there too. Maybe there was only one blues thing. So this is a promo shirt they gave out. Got Dodge on the back. All right now. The Cardinals. The shoes are in the bottom of the bin. I did get a couple of other things too, I do believe, that are in here. This was mixed in with the Cardinal stuff, so I grabbed it. Phillies. Phillies. Manhattan. Oh, this one's cool. Upper West Side. I don't see a date on it though. If that's like before 2011, be kind of cool. Another Cardinals giveaway shirt, Willie McGee. I was never into baseball growing up, but that was my player, Willie McGee, when I would go with my dad or whatever to watch Cardinals games. Sturgis Harley Davidson. Good one. Harley. Boise, Idaho. St. Louis Fire Department. Hot stuff. Hot stuff. And the Cardinals. The old stadium to the new stadium. That's cool. I don't know, is that a legit shirt though? Yeah, I guess so. Should be alright to say it don't have Cardinals branding on it or anything anywhere. No one. What is that one? Staten Island. This was probably a giveaway. Nothing on the back. This was mixed in, but I had to get it. It's a North Face shirt for Mount Everest. So I guess I got more than 3 Harleys, huh? Here's another one. California. So that's a good one. I like it. I'm not a motorcycle person. I like motorcycles. I love dirt bikes. But I would never ride a bike on the street because I trust nobody. You know how many times people tried to hit me in my freaking car? I know too many people who've died on motorcycles. Too many. Nothing I want to be a part of. This I know nothing about. I grabbed because it was a cool ass picture. Triple red. Something new for me. But I'll have to look that up, see what that's about. Why don't we look it up right now? Maybe you know, and I don't. If not, let's learn something together, shall we? Triple red t-shirt. They do a lot of different stuff. There's Red Fox, Red Cross. Is that the band Red Cross? Oh man. They do all kinds of cool designs. I'm not sure what to call this. It's crazy. Let's just put a couple of keywords in there and see if we can bring it up. Nothing. I'll have to look this one up deeper. Their stuff's all over the place. So I guess it depends on trippy red. I was spelling it wrong. T-R-I-P-P-I-E. Trippy red. Why didn't you correct me? Here's this one popped up. A size small, sold for $20 at auction. This is a small. They went auction. And it sold for that. So old school design. Oh, is this a is this a rap guy? Oh, it's kind of confusing. Or this one's called Rapper Rap. Well, it looks like it's about $20 shirt, so I'm glad I grabbed it. So there you are. Learned something new. Something new. 2 things I learned new today. Trippy Red and Charles Schwartz pictures. Another Cardinal. I think that was Cardinals. I just glanced at it. Houston. Fire. This is awesome. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this. Not necessarily the Cardinal stuff, but the Fire shirts and the Harley shirts. Fire shirts more, because I don't come across Fire shirts like this. Really ever. So I'm excited about those and really see what they're selling for and get them listed. Chicago Fire Department. This is a good collection, to be honest with you. That's pretty cool. I'm getting more excited the more I look. This is another 90s one with the tag. So, hey, and that's the New York too. So that was definitely before 2011. Or, I don't even know my dates anymore. 2001. Milwaukee. God, it seems like it was only 2011, huh? God, that many years have passed. Wow. I didn't look things up this time. I was just grabbing. This was brand new with tags, and I couldn't read that if I wanted to. But it's a 100% wool sweater. Dry martini. I don't know. Look in my store. I'll figure it out. I'm not going to waste your time trying to figure it out now. So check my store if you want to follow up on that one. Cardinals polo Nike dry fit shirt. That should be about a $20 bill right there. This is something I can't pass up. You know me when it comes to business stuff. But this is cool. So you got a varsity jacket for Citi. So Citibank, Citi card. That looks like their logo, if I remember correctly. So nice varsity jacket with the Citi on it. What that's going to be worth, I don't know. But I love stuff like this because normally I'm the only one that has anything like this listed. If I'm the only one that has this listed, I'll probably put up around 50 bucks. So if there's other listed, I'll be competitive with them, obviously. I waited around and they brought out a bunch of shoes. So I got that new pair of shoes. Another pair of women's Sauconys here. No shoestrings, but that's all right. Cool design on those Nikes. Got these like low blazer looking purple and silver. I like those. Some Adidas. So very cool. These I probably should have looked up because I never heard of them. MBT. But normally any weird shoe, unless it says Skechers, like these are usually okay. So we'll see. Oh, a lot came up. Ooh, Swiss engineered. Sheesh. Let me see if I can pull up this exact model. That's a long ass number. I don't think that whole number is going to come up. Oh wait, there, Chapa, C-H-A-P-A. There's a pair similar, used up for $34, $44. There's the exact pair. Somebody's got it for $39, free shipping, so $29. Sold $39.41. I made a good choice. $34 sold, $39. That was the best offer, so a little bit lesser than $39, whatever they took for it. $58 for that colorway, like a blue and gray colorway, $58. The blue and the gray with the blue colorway looks like it's going to be the most sought after, going for the highest amounts of money. So at least 30 bucks here, so that's cool. And then I saw these, I'm like, what brand is that? I'm gonna grab those because it's only $4. And I pulled up the tag and I was like, what? Converse. So wasn't expecting it to be Converse. So very cool. All right, that's it. We are done. So minus the one, or the, let me do my math here, in the 9650. 1166.33 minus 96.50 equals 1069.83 is where we're at on our road to $5,000. So there we are. I'm having fun with this. Now I'm just gotta list my ass off today. Hopefully get these freaking eBay sales back up. Please, eBay, fix your site. All right, thank you guys for watching, and hope you're enjoying this. That was cool. I liked it. A little bit different this time, so with all the shirts. I don't know if I'm going to get to a Utopia this week or not, so I'm not sure about that. So this may be the only series video this week. So unless I sell a bunch more of this stuff in the next couple days, I'll do this series again in a few days from now. So catch you later, everybody. Thanks for watching my videos. Later.